You're watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ghostfire Media. We're here at Concord Speedway. I am Adam Wood, and I'll be your host tonight. We got about 48 seconds left here in practice. These guys have been out here trying to conquer this unusual short track here. You see Carl Henderson spinning out right there. These guys are out there trying to get everything they can because this is a tricky track. So a weird triangle shape. You can see the track map right there on your screen. Is very unusual. Car gets upset and out of balance really quickly. So these guys are going to have to be on it all night long. So I am alone in the booth tonight. So it'd be great to have some conversation from the people who are watching. Give me something to talk about. Ask me about me. Ask me about the league. Who do you think is going to win? All these wonderful questions. So, right now, the sounds in the booth, it's terrible. I can't hear any of the cars. Alrighty. Practice just ended. We're going to go out there and see who the first one on the track is. We'll go with Gary Winters. Alrighty. There we go. Got some engine noise back. All right, so we got Gary Winters out there on the track right now. He's posted the very first lap. He is the pole sitter as of right now. So, yeah, let's see what he can do. Carl Henderson's out there. Kevin Haas, John Gordon. Ooh, and he slaps the wall. Blows his engine. Let's move out there and see what Randy Pepper's doing. Randy Pepper spun out as well. Let's let's go somewhere else here. Dave Wright. That number 43 machine right here. Let's see what can he put down. I love the new color this week. I'm digging it. Alrighty. Got a pretty good showing tonight. I mean, I've got quite a few people. See, Nick Adams is out there. He loves being covered. So let's look at Nick Adams. And he looks like he might be done with his race. Well, the Pasta Man. So this is a track. You drive down, you have your turn one right here. You can accelerate a little bit and then get a hard on the acceleration right here. Then brakes really hard. Try to get a smooth exit here, then get hard back on acceleration. And then back off and then brake, and you try to hug that yellow line. He is done with his 2 laps. Let's see on board Brandon Bernhard. Let's go to. Let's see. Mark Schilling. We haven't seen Mark Schilling. This is Derek Schilling's dad making his debut here this week. So we're looking forward to see what Mark Schilling can do. You know, Derek Schilling is my teammate, and he was telling me a little bit about, you know, his dad. His dad's got real world experience out there, you know, and is now swapping over to iRacing. And so we're trying to see, you know, what it is. He just started this, so you know, that's why he's here in TNT, learning the system, learning iRacing, and getting used to everything and of how everything works, because not everything translates to a simulation. So I still, man, we need a better view of that. I'm trying to see if I can get a roll bar. Nope, he's gone. All right, so this is Gene Watkinson. We hadn't seen Gene in a while. He's take some time off. This is his first race back in quite a few weeks. So he's out there just running a few laps, getting warmed up, kind of getting used to the track and everything. These guys are finishing up. Once they are completely done with qualifying, I'll go ahead and post up the qualifying results. So we got a few people out there watching. Let me know who's out there watching. Give me a quick comment. Who are you rooting for tonight? So while we're waiting here, let's go ahead and go with the AOL commercial.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s, with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later. On the iRacing platform, the TNT series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
Alrighty, watched the wonderful AOL commercial. Let's check out the grid here. Every time. All right, so here's the qualifying results for tonight. We got Gary Winters starting on the pole, Derek Schilling in second. Third is Brendan Bernhardt. Fourth is Carl Henderson. Fifth is Chris Oliver. Sixth is Blake Ziti. Seventh is Nick Adams. Eighth is Stephen Dominy. Ninth is Kevin Haas. 10th is John Gordon. 11th is Randy Pepper. 12th is Dave Wright. 13th is Mike Wazinski. 14th is Joshua Mays. Joe Densmore is admin. He's not going to be here. Let's see if Timothy St. Jean shows up. Mark Schilling, Ed Springer's also an admin. So let's see here. We got Anthony Scrillo, Tom Stevens, and Gene Watkinson. So that's going to be our qualifying round for tonight. So let's just kind of go through the field here. You kind of see everybody. Quite a few people. We got about 19 people showed up tonight outside the admins. So we got a great field for everybody tonight. So let's see who will win this tricky triangle. You know, everybody says it for tricky triangle is Pocono. I'm going to say Concord here for the short track racing. All right, pace cars moving off. Gary Winters is going to pull off. looks like the pace car lights are off. They are going to go green this time by. Oh, nope. Apparently I did not see that pace car light. They're still in the formation lap here. They will be going green this time. Pace car falls off. Gary Winters is going to lead them to the green flag. And the green flag is out. Gary Winters get a good drive in, but Derek Schilling's hung in right on the outside of him. Derek drops back one position and solidifies his second spot, but you got the number 70 of Brandon Bernhardt working hard right there on the outside of, on the inside of Carl Henderson's not giving that position up. He's got the position right now. And let's see, does Carl Henderson just give it up? I believe so. And we already have one around. We have a caution flag. Let's go back and look. It looks like it might have been Mike Wazinski and Timothy St. Jean. Oh, Mike Wazinski gets a little bump there and just comes in and collects Timothy St. Jean. Let's see if I can rewind that just a little bit here. Try to get a different view. Let's try to get a blimp. Yeah, I think he just, Mark Schilling just didn't get slowed down all the way and gave Mike just a little bit of a bump and run right there. Or not really a bump and run, but bump. And got him out of line. So we are under our first caution of tonight. We're on lap 4 just completed of 150 laps here at Concord Speedway. I don't have any good facts about this track. I've never seen it in person. But it looks good. Looks to be good. Let's go ahead and see the race info here. All right. Well, this track is 0.42 miles long. The temperature is 83 degrees on the track out there. So, and 72 in the air. So, I mean, the track's probably got a lot of grip in it for only being 83 degrees. See, right now, Mike Wazinski went one lap down after that incident. So this is our leader right here, the number 66, Gary Winters. He had a great time last week. He ran third, I think, coming across the line. He was battling with them all night long. He was hoping the front two would make a mistake so he could capitalize, but nobody did. And he brought home third, which is not bad for Gary Winters. All right, pace car's in. Gary Winters controls it. He takes a good leap right out of turn 3. Derek Schilling's right along with him. He did not get enough of a leap over Derek. Derek was able to hang on with him. Brendan Bernhardt, though, is taking that bottom away from Derek Schilling. He won't be able to get down. Carl Henderson comes in the picture right there. You got Christopher Oliver, Blake Ziti, the Pasta Man, Nick Adams. They're all right up there running up front. Christopher Oliver is right now running side by side with Blake Ziti. He finally gets it back. Now it looks like almost everybody is single file throughout the whole entire field. Trying to see. Derek Schilling was able to take over and hold that second place off. We got a lap car out there. Looks like Mark Schilling. is about to be lapped by the leaders here. Gary Winter goes underneath him. Mark Sheeling gives him a little bit of room. Hangs onto the outside. His son just passes by him. These guys are racing hard right now. And Gary Winters has been practicing because, I mean, this man is leaving everybody out. Derek Sheeling right there was able to, you know, ran a little bit too hard, slid up to the outside wall, had it back out of it. I let Brandon Bernhardt close the door just a little bit. Carl Henderson is riding in fourth. Blake Zeedy's in fifth. Christopher Oliver is all over the back bumper of Blake Z there. So we got Stephen Dominy back here tonight. And, oh, we got caution out there. We got, let's see, who is the caution on the night? Randy Pepper. Let's see what happened with Randy Pepper. He gets in, locks his tires up, and just slides it around. And Dave Wright just comes in and collects him. Yeah. Dave Wright had nowhere to go. He was already committed in that corner and trying to do it. Hey, NASCAR Dodge Weekly Series. I haven't seen Dodge and NASCAR together since Brad Kozlowski won the championship many years ago. Randy Pepper's trying to turn it around before he loses too many laps here. It sucks on a small track. The cars just keep coming and coming, and it takes forever for you guys to go ahead and move around. Let's go in and let's see if I can find Gary Winters, if he's out there in one of these channels. He is not. So I think I would bring up Derek Schilling, but talking with him last night, he didn't have the greatest voice for radio. Let's try to see if we can bring up Brandon Bernhardt. All right, Brandon Bernhardt. Hey, Brandon, this is Adam in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, man. How's it going tonight?
Good so far.
That's good. How's the track? Can you give me any details of how the car's running?
It's not too bad right now. You have to be really careful with throttle. You know, not much full throttle at this track. You gotta be real gentle with the throttle. Other than that, it's a fun track to run.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are getting single file, and you guys are just trying to stay where you're at right now. It doesn't look like nobody's really gaining or losing right now.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to pass here. You gotta kind of just wait for the guy in front of you to make a mistake, especially this early. You know, maybe later in the run or later in the race, you force some things. But right now, it's just kind of riding around and hoping the guy in front of you makes a mistake, and you don't. So, question is, will you have to pit tonight, or is it worst case scenario you have to pit for tires or fuel? Fuel, we should be good. I think we'll be definitely good. Tires wear decent. So I don't know, depending on how the cautions play out, tires may be important.
I got you.
But it's so hard to pass here that it may not, pan out for you.
I got you, man. Well, I just want to check in on you, see how you're doing running third there, man. You're looking great. And I'll see you. Good luck to you for the rest of the night, man.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck in the booth.
Thanks. All right, you heard it. Track's a little slick. Can't go full throttle here. It looks like they're babying it. So can't wait. These guys are having fun right now. Alrighty, they're back green. Number 66 takes the huge lead here. Brandon Bernhardt jumps into second place. Derek Sheeling's fighting for that third spot, trying to outside line to get the momentum to stay ahead of Carl Henderson here. Looks like he might be able to clear him coming out of turn 3. Ooh, Nick Adams is around. We have another yellow flag. Ooh, more people. Oh, man, there's a whole mess of people right now that followed up on within that incident. Let's go to the blimp view here. Everybody stacks up, and Stephen Dominy gets into the back. John Gordon has nowhere to go, hits him. He gets moving. Everybody stacks up right here. I don't know where Tom Stevens think he was going to go, but he messes up Nick Adams' chances of turning around right there. So Nick's got to wait for everybody to go around. No, Nick has a short temper, so he's probably a little heated right there with that one. But it is what it is. So let's go back live here. Let's bring up somebody else. Let's bring up the fourth place. We're going to bring up Carl Henderson. Hey, Carl, it's Adam in the booth. You got a copy?
Thank you, man.
Hey, man, how's it going tonight so far?
Well, I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of green flag racing to tell, but, you know, when we have green flag, it's been pretty fun, and I feel pretty good. But we need green flag laps. We're going to find out who's got speed tonight and who doesn't.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, you've been racing both Brandon Bernhard and Derek Schilling pretty hard tonight. I mean, you guys are battling hard on these restarts. Is there advantage of being in a high line versus a low line?
I'd prefer to be in the high line, generally speaking, but I had to take the low line this last one to try to get under Derek. If I didn't, I've got Blake Zeedy right behind me, and he's fast right now. So, you know, it's kind of a constant thing of like, well, I want to just be conservative and wait a little bit, but I also can't let Blake by me and, you know, just get freight trained. So, it's like a game of chess, just having to choose what battles to pick, and it's been fun though.
I got you, man. So, well, good luck for you tonight, man. We're rooting for you up here in the booth. You're running in fourth. Hopefully you guys can battle cleanly. We'll get some green flag laps, and let's see who's got the faster car.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it happens.
All right, man. Good luck.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, you heard it there. They just need some green flag laps. That's all they were wanting right now. So that last one was just, so far we got just two unfortunate incidents. A lot of stack up in the corners, and you know, just a simple touch, and people go around. So right now we got Gary Winters once again leading us to the green flag. Brendan Bernhardt is door to door with him, trying not to let him get a jump, but he does. Derek Schilling gets a heck of a jump off this. He's able to get himself underneath Brendan Bernhardt to keep the position. Well, oh, he gets loose coming off of turn 2. He falls back numerous positions. He's now back to 6th. He lost 4 spots on that one. When he did, that put a huge barrier in between Carl Henderson, now Blake Zeedy. They're fighting hard, and the top 2 of Brendan Bernhardt and Gary Winters. It was a pretty disastrous move for Derek, but he was able to hold on and not spin out and gather himself back up, only lose 4 spots there. So right now, the front 2 are pulling away from the rest of the field. We got Blake Zeedy here, the Boston man, getting a challenge by Carl Henderson. Carl Henderson's trying to get underneath him on that low line. He has his teammate right there, Christopher Oliver, behind him. So hopefully his teammate, oh, we have another caution. I'm not sure what this caution's for. Only thing I have is John Gordon going in and out of the pit lane here. But that's not anything of concern there. I'm not sure. I have no clue what brought out that incident, folks. I'll play around with some other stuff and just to see exactly. Maybe it just did not want to score it. Nope. Nope, fellas. Sorry, there's a, I'm not sure. So one new thing that came out tonight that that changed in the rule books just for the TNT series here is that leader, aka Gary Winters on this one, he has lane choice in every one of these restarts. He's choosing still to stay on the bottom lane, whereas we heard from Carl Henderson, he wanted the top lane. So that's new, but so far I failed to mention it because so far Gary Winters has still chosen the bottom lane. He has not went to the top, but that's something they're looking at right now, and we can't really evaluate it if nobody chooses the top lane to see if this is going to work. If this works really well within this series, this rule may be enacted in the Sportsman and or the Cup series. So that's one of these things they're trying out here in the lower series if it can work. So they're lined up right now. 2x2. Pace car dives down deep. Let's get the blimp view for this one. Let's see what we can do here. And they're stacking up. Gary Winters gets a good jump, but Brendan Bernhardt beats him. Oh, that's controversy. Did Gary Winters spin his tires? Because I know it looks like Brendan Bernhardt went well after Gary took off, but he beat him to the line. So let's see what they say. The battle right now is for third. Carl Henderson's right below the pasta man. He is fighting hard going through turn 2. Derek Schilling's right behind him, though. He's waiting for somebody here to make his mistake, and Christopher Oliver almost comes around. John Gordon is around coming out of turn 3. Caution is out due to John Gordon spinning. Let's go back and look at this one right quick. A lot of people check up, and he just lost it. Kevin Haas had nowhere to go. Mark Schilling didn't have nowhere to go. He just obliterated everybody. Tom Stephen just hit the back of them. Let's see. I'm going to try to rewind it here. I see the mayhem coming from behind it. Let's see. Coming back from Nick Adams' point of view. Everybody's trying to go. Nick Adams was clear and stopped, but Tom Stevens hits him in the back. He just couldn't get his car woe down. Kevin Haas is trying to get around. Everybody's trying to get their car resituated and refired up after this spin so they don't go a lap down. All right. While we do this, let's go ahead and take a commercial break. This is one of my favorite commercials from our own resident, Randy Pepper.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right, pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go to guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitarattic.com.
And we're back. Oh, don't be a loser. I love Randy's commercial. It is one of the best commercials out there for us. I really love it. So just always remember that. Don't be a loser. Go buy a guitar from him, man. Learn a little bit of music. So while we're having it, we got Brendan Bernhardt, Gary Winters, Carl Henderson, Blake Zeddy, Derek Schilling is the top 5. Christopher Oliver, Steve Adominy, Timothy St. Jean, Anthony Squirrello, and Nick Adams round up the top 10. Right now, the biggest mover of the night is Anthony Scarillo. He's up 10 spots. Second biggest movement of the night is Timothy St. Jean. He started the back, didn't qualify, and now he's up there running 10th. Or 8th, sorry, 8th. All right, pace car's off. Brandon Barnhart has the wheel. Let's see, can he take off? He does. Brandon Barnhart grabs the lead, gets a heck of a jump. Gary Winters is now trailing in second. We got Pasta Man Blake Ziti right on his doorstep. Carl Henderson tries to shove it there in turn 3 underneath him. Couldn't make it stick. He had to roll up. He couldn't roll through the corner. Derek Schilling's right behind him, trying to take over that 4th spot. He wants to recover from that huge mistake that he had. Oh, Carl Henderson drives a little bit too low, causes a huge wreck. Kevin Haas goes underneath Stephen Dominy, flips him up in the air. Stephen Dominy disappears. Alrighty, we're gonna have to go back and look at that one. So, try to see if we can get the blimp view here. All right, he just gets underneath, just a little too hot. Kevin Haas comes underneath him. Look, Stephen Dominy, I don't know if he lost connection or towed, but he disappeared. Derek Schilling basically kind of helped Carl Henderson right there, turned around exponentially. Pace car comes to a complete stop right there. Oh, wow. So Derek Schilling's car, it must not be driving because he just went directly into the wall. He needs a reset. I think one wheel's going one way, one wheel's going the other way. So let's see if we can look at that wreck one more time. Let's see. Let's rewind it here. Going aboard. Yeah, unfortunate there. Everybody involved in that wreck. A lot of the top cars were damaged there. Alrighty, so pace car lights are off. They are 2x2. They just ran in turn 1. We are done with 50 laps now of the 150 laps here at Concord Speedway. We got Gary Winters starting on the outside of Brendan Bernhardt. Pace car pulls off. Brendan Bernhardt leads them down into turn 3. Gary Winters is pretty far away. Brendan Bernhardt's going to clear him really well. Christopher Oliver is going to take over second spot there. Gary Winters is going to drop back to third. Randy Pepper is not for position. He is a 1 lap down right there. Oh, no, that's Timothy St. Jean. I get these two mixed up. Timothy St. Jean's in the purple. Randy Pepper's in the green. So Timothy St. Jean right now is running on the outside of John Gordon. He couldn't drop down. It was like Mark Schilling right there. Was able to get by him. Anthony Scarillo was able to get by him. So we have everybody's already lined up. Single file here. Gary Winters is putting some pressure on it. Oh, Christopher Oliver pushed a little bit too hard in that corner. Had to run up the track a little bit. And that left the door wide open for Gary Winters. Gary Winters door to door right now with Christopher Oliver for second place. Christopher Oliver falls back to third place. His teammate Nick Adams is right there in fourth place. Christopher Oliver is not giving this position up lightly, though. He is going back at him. He's trying to dive up underneath him in turn one. Didn't happen. He falls back to second or third place, right in front of his teammate Nick Adams. Nick Adams sitting there running pretty good right now in fourth spot. We got Timothy St. Jean is in fifth spot. John Gordon right now is in the picture, but he is the first person to lap down in 10th place. So that spot is not for position. He is right there for the lucky dog, hoping for another caution so he can catch a break. Christopher Oliver runs high again coming off that turn one. Nick Adams rose up just a little bit for him, so he does not run into the back of him. Gave him plenty of room. Brandon Bernhardt has extended his lead right now. He's got about a 7/10 of a second lap right here of a lead in front of everybody. Let's go back and look and see what Kevin Haas and Stephen Dominy right here. It's like a good fight right. Trying to get this pack right here. John Gordon, Christopher Oliver. Nick Adams was able to get underneath his teammate there. Once again, John Gordon is in 9th place. He is not for position. He is trying to get the lucky dog. So right now, our top 5 is Brendan Bernhardt, Gary Winters, Nick Adams, Christopher Oliver, and Timothy St. Jean. Timothy St. Jean is out there. We have caution out there. Tom Stevens. That's what John Gordon wanted to see right there. Oh, just pushing a little bit too hard right there coming out of turn 2. Car just got a little bit sideways right in front of leaders. He was able to get himself out of that path right there and let the leaders go by. It looks like he towed it. I'm not sure if he's going to call it the night. He just wanted to get out of everybody's way. Either or, he is now in pit road. Alrighty. So, as we go back here live. Alrighty. We have Brendan Bernhardt is now leading. He's at 65 of 150. Gary Winters is back up to second. Nick Adams is moved up from 4 spots from the start. He is now sitting in 3rd place. Kevin Haas is in 4th. Stephen Dominy is in 5th. 6th is Dave Wright. 7th is John Gordon. 8th is Christopher Oliver. 9th is Timothy St. Jean. Those are all your cars that are currently on the lead lap. The cars that are a lap down right now are Blake Ziti, Derek Schilling, Mark Schilling, Joshua Mays, Anthony Skrillo's in 14th. 15th is Carl Henderson. 16th is Mike Wazinski. 17th is Tom Stevens. Then Randy Pepper and Gene Watkinson rounds out the top 19. So cars are going down. Looks like they're probably going to get 1 to go as they cross the finish here to complete lap 66, going to lap 67. So Brandon Bernhardt has come into the season here. He's already got he's putting the pressure to everybody, show him that he is a man to be reckoned with here in Season 3 of the AOLL Guitar Addict TNT series. He will lead them to green. Going through turn 1. Gary Winters needs to move up just a little bit. There's a lot of spacing there on the top row. Brandon Bernhardt gets a hell of a jump right now over the rest of the field. Nick Adams, due to Gary Winters laying back a little bit, was able to take over second spot. Nick Adams is running second. Gary Winters in third. Kevin Haas is in fourth. Stephen Downey right there in that 26 gold car is in fifth. Dave Wright is in the picture right now. He is running sixth. He's up 6 spots from the start. Christopher Oliver's in seventh. Eighth is Tim St. Jean. Ninth is John Gordon. That's everybody on the lead lap. Ooh, Dave Wright gets a little bit loose coming out of the corner. Christopher Oliver is trying to take over that spot due to the wiggle right there coming out of turn 2. Christopher Oliver looks like he was able to clear him coming out of turn 3. Going across the line, he'll take him. Timothy St. Jean will follow suit. He is underneath him right there going through turn 2. He drops down low. He's almost clear. He is able to clear him coming out of turn 3. The Pasta Man number 50 wants to stay the lucky dog over Derek Schilling. He used the 43 as a pick to get by Derek Schilling for that lucky dog position. Derek's not going to have it. He will go past Dave Wright as well and ride the back bumper of the Pasta Man. He was doing everything he can to keep up with Pasta Man and ensure he is the lucky dog over the Pasta Man. We got Dave Wright. Let's go back up to the front here. Quite a few laps. Oh, Mark Schilling looks like he crashed. The yellow is out once again. Lap 73 of 150. We have another caution. Up, self-spin and got around a little bit. John Gordon finished him off. He looked like he was going to be able to save it, but John Gordon was braking as hard as he could to stay off him. Just couldn't. So look at that pace car go. Man, that pace car took off. All right. About to play one of our other AOL commercials, but until then, let me know who's out there. Comment and I'll get you when the commercial break is over.
For 20 years, the Guitar Attic has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAddict.com. The Guitar Attic is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Attic has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Attic, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAddict.com.
All right, welcome back. We are back here at the AOL Guitar Addict TNT series at Concord Speedway. We are still under caution. Lap 76 of 150 laps here has been complete. These guys are having a heck of a drive, but wanting more green flag laps. They start to get in a little bit of a groove, and then caution comes out. So I know some of these guys, especially Nick Adams. We're lying side by side back up here, and Nick Adams wants to see this thing go green to the end. He wants to get next to him. This is his best shot to take over that first spot here and regroup, and wants to see this thing go green. There's quite a few people in the back that are a lap down, though, that still wants to see these things have a few more cautions so they get back out there on the lead lap. But until then, Brendan Bernhardt will go into turn 3 as the leader. Nick Adams pulls up really hard, making sure he does not get a heck of a jump, but he does. Nick Adams will try to stay his best with him. He will dive down to his back bumper. We have almost 3 wide right there going through turn 1. Kevin Haas, Christopher Oliver, and Stephen Dominic. It's a good battle we got going right here. These 3 cars are battling hard. Ooh, look back here where John Gordon is. John Gordon is battling hard. with Gary Winters and Derek Schilling. Everybody's back here trying to stay on the lead lap, or trying to get that lucky dog so they can get back in on the lead lap. Right now, Blake Ziti is the last one, but he's pretty far out. He's at the tail end of the field. That's what the lucky dog has to go to. He's got to race his way back through all these lap cars. Right now, John Gordon is sitting in that lucky dog spot. Ooh, he spins out. Derek Schilling might get the lucky dog here if he did not make any contact. If he did make any contact, the lucky dog will go to Dave Wright. So we'll pay attention to that and see that. So we were kind of watching this as it happened. So we'll just give that little view. John Gordon just gets a little bit on the gas, most likely. Let's try to rewind it here and see if we can get a cockpit view and see if we can listen to him. So just see what happened here. Did you get too much on the gas? I gotta go back a little bit further. I'll try and see if we can pay attention here. He's on the brakes. It looks like he got on the throttle just a little bit there and just upset the car way too much. All right. Well, once again, we're underneath caution here at lap 83 of 150. We got a few viewers out there. Who's watching? Who are you rooting for to win? Who are you rooting for to come in second? Oh, Nick Adams does a good fake right there, thinking he's going to go in the pit road, but does not. He's trying to see if he can pull other people in the pit road. Yeah, I think he had to go a little bit further down to really sell that. Or maybe he was trying to sell it to Brandon Bernhardt to pull Brandon in and pop back out. Who knows? But let's go out there. He should be calmed down. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can pull him into the booth. Let's see. Hey, Nick. This is Adam in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, sir. How are you?
Well, I figured I'd pull you into the booth now. You're probably a little not too happy earlier in the race, but you're sitting second. So you're probably a little bit more of a happy camper. So how's the race going for you?
It's going good. I didn't think I had... well, I got to give away too much of my strategy or mindset, but I didn't think I had too much speed earlier. And then I found something during the race that I think is making me faster. I don't know if I have anything for Brandon, but I'm going to try everything I got.
I got you, man. Well, you're doing a good job up there hanging side by side with them, hoping that he kind of made a mistake. That's kind of what happened to Gary Winters. Gary Winters looks like he's slipped his tires there on the restart, and Brandon Bernhardt was able to beat him across the line there and take it over. So good luck for you, man. Hopefully that you'll be able to get by him, but if not, I mean, second place is a great place, seeing the battles you had to go through tonight to get up there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Adam. Good luck with the rest of the broadcast.
Alrighty. So we're moving back down to his team chat there, since they're going side by side and they're one lap to go here. Caution lights are off on the pace car. We'll go green here at lap 87 of 150. So we'll see what happens. Nick Adams needs to stay door to door with him. He's getting a little way. And Brandon Bernhardt sees that gap and takes off. He gets a huge gap right there on the front of the field. Stephen Domini's in third. Oh, they're starting to stack it up right there. Timothy St. Jean. We have another caution already. Dave Wright has wrecked. So go ahead and look at this Dave Wright incident here. So we're on the restart here. I like going to the blimp. We'll go to the blimp here. Oh, he just spins his tire going off the corner. That's the hard thing you have to do whenever you're restarting there on the corner. You try to put too much power in it, and you got a little bit too much input on the wheel. So instead of Tammy Day Joyner out there, we got Jeff Joyner. It says your stepdaddy is pulling for you. Come on, mama's man boy. So at least we got one of the Joyner family out there watching tonight. So let's see here. Are they all going to come in? Is it a fake? They do. They come in. The top two, Stephen Dominy does not come in. John Gordon looks like he's going to get the wave around right there for that one. So that will put 10 people back on the lead lap there after this one. So as of right now, those are the only two that came in. Yep, Brandon Bernhardt and Nick Adams. So Nick Adams had 9.9, Brandon Bernhardt had 15.2. So that's a pit stint right now. So Dominique's got about 42 laps on his tires. Haas has about the same. Christopher Oliver only has 27. Timothy St. Jean only has 27. Gary Winters only has 16. The Pasta Man's got 44. So, yeah, that's what we got going on right now. But we have a new leader. So since the leader in the second place came in, Stephen Dominy in the 26 number Skull car here will take over first place. Kevin Haas moves up to his highest position of the night in second spot. Timothy St. Jean is moved up 13 positions since start and sitting in third place for the night. They are side by side. Let's see how these guys start. All right, we have the first person. He is choosing the outside lane. He pulls off, and the leader chose the outside lane for the first time tonight and shows that it worked great. Timothy St. Jean was able to follow through, was coming on the outside. Christopher Oliver is also pulling on the outside. That outside lane is a moving. We got 3 people move up there. Christopher Oliver is trying to stay on the outside of Kevin Haas. Kevin Haas gives him no room, and they both collide. They were able to hang on to it, though, and save it. No caution. They were going to continue to go green here. There we go. Tammy Day Jr. Joiners out there. Go Mama's man boy. Mash that gas. He mashed it all right. All right. Kevin Haas is dropping back again. The Pasta Man was able to get by him. His teammate, though, of Brandon Bernhardt, he's sandwiched in between them. Devil Racing. Kevin Haas runs into the back of the Pasta Man and calls a caution here. I'm going blimp view here of this one. So they're diving in, and Kevin Haas drives a little bit too deep in there, gets into the back of him. Pasta Man locked it up, but everybody still seemed to find him. So he gets it turned back around. He will not lose a lap as of right now to go past the finish line here. Pasta Man will still stay on the same lap. My tongue tied, and I'm gonna go back live, and we'll put it back on one of my favorite ads.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s, with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later. On the iRacing platform, the TNT series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
All right, welcome back. We are at lap 98 of 150. We're about 53 minutes into this race session here. Actually, 43 minutes into this race session. So that's where we're going right now. We got 43 minutes in. We just completed lap 99 of 150. We got 2 to go, most likely. So let's see. Is anybody out there rooting for anybody? We got 2 right now for Christopher Oliver and Mama's Man Boy. They're all rooting for him. Anybody else out there rooting? When you got, I mean, who can't not root for this guy? Let's look at we'll look at this car a little bit more. So Try to get the one that's right above it so you can see the hood more. There's one out there that you can see it. It's not going to come up for me. So, till then, we're going back green here. Pace car pulls off. Stephen Domini's choosing the outside line this time. Once again, he got a heck of a run this time. And Stephen Domini goes. I heard the engine rev. Brandon Bernhardt's going to try and make that outside work just like last time. But Timothy St. Jean got a heck of a restart on that one. It's not going to let it happen. The bottom lane actually is going to roll pretty good here. And we have another caution. Anthony Scarillo. It's already got some damage on it from that last incident. He just hits the wall. Let's try to see that from a different angle. Let's go back to the blimp view here. And then we'll try to do an onboard. Let's try to do an onboard and see if we just see it. You probably just couldn't see it with all that damage there, right there, how close he was to the wall. Unfortunate. All right, so lap 103, we're under caution once again. All right, we have Gord out there on YouTube. LFG number 26 of Stephen Domini. So we got somebody else there rooting for somebody else. Thank you for commenting, man. We got Stephen Domini out there in the lead. He is getting it. Oh, man. When we were at the last Super Speedway, man, Stephen Domini knew how to make that side draft work. We could be out there solo. He had so much speed. It's just, he got balled up into an incident and ruined his night that night. But, I mean, he was a man on a mission that night. So, hopefully, he can redeem himself here at Concord and stay in the lead. We got 104 laps of 150. So, we got 46 laps left, 45 when they come across the stripe here. So, he just wants to see this thing go green. If he goes green, he gets a heck of a jump usually here on this restart. And he just wants to set sail. So we still have, probably this time by, we're going to get one to go. All right, once again, Stephen Domini is making use of this shoes rules, going to the outside. Pace car pulls off. Stephen Domini pulls up to the line. All right. Stephen Domini takes off. Timothy St. Jean, though, gets a heck of a roll through turn one. Is able to stay underneath them. Timothy St. Jean to the lead coming out of turn three, going across the stripe. We have a different leader finally. Timothy St. Jean will take over the lead, and looks like he wants to try to set sail. He comes from almost dead last. And 15 spots gained, and he's moved up and taken over the lead. Nick Adams is rolling there in third. Brandon Bernhardt is in fourth. He wants to catch back up after pitting and taking tires there. He wants to get back up to the front, but cannot. We have another caution. Instead between Mike Wazinski here and Dave Wright. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to rewind on that one. I'm going to try to get it from the blimp here. See what exactly happened. Mike moved up a little bit. Dave looks like he was trying to hold a straight line. just came down and on him. So bad luck for Dave Wright. He has been running pretty good tonight. He moved up in, I think it was the highest was around 6th or 7th tonight. Stephen Domney is back in pit road getting some tires. Timothy St. Jean is now your leader. Looks like Mike Schilling right there is getting the wave around. Or Mark, sorry, not Mike, Mark Schilling. All right. Apparently, Restream did not update the settings to Guitar Addict like I had it. So, come back to Facebook here. Right, these guys are still rolling around lap 112 of 150. Gonna go around at least 2 more times. The pace car lights are still on. Alrighty. They are now coming to be one to go here. They're all side by side. All right. Timothy St. Jean is going to go to the bottom. He is not going to go to the top. Nick Adams is on the outside waiting for him. He gets a, Timothy St. Jean rolls through it. Nick Adams gets a great jump and was able to carry a lot more momentum than Timothy St. Jean was going into turn 1. He's side by side going through turn 2, not giving him an inch. Timothy St. Jean cannot roll up like he wanted to. Nick Adams kind of pinched him down there coming out of turn 2. Nick Adams doing all he can to ensure that he stays side by side there with Timothy St. Jean. They make contact coming out of turn 1. Nick Adams looks like he backs off just a little bit, gives Timothy St. Jean the room. Timothy St. Jean will take over the first spot. Nick Adams will look underneath. Oh, Brandon Bernhardt is around. We have a caution. Lap 117. Looks like Brandon Bernhardt. We'll go back and look at it here in a second. Alrighty, let's go back here and look at and see exactly what happened with Brandon. So Brandon goes in. Oh, he gets a little tap there from Gary Winters. Stacks up the field behind him. Around goes Brandon Bernhardt. Alrighty. So that brings out, once again, another caution. Mark Schilling looks like he's going to get another lap back here and go back on the lead lap. So unfortunately, Carl Henderson has not been able to recover since that incident that he had. He is still trapped a lap down here. He's got to get in front of Dave Wright next time we go green to try and get that lucky dog position. Actually, it looks like he might be a few laps down here. I'm trying to see if I can find how many laps down he is compared to Mike Wazinski or Dave Wright here. Looks like Carl Henderson might be 2 laps down, where Dave Wright is 1 lap down right now. So, as we're once again driving around 37, 38 miles an hour around Concord Speedway, who's your pick? Will it be Timothy St. Jean? Will it be Nick Adams? We got John Gordon up there in the mix. He's made his way after those couple of spins there, and he's up in 3rd spot. We got Blake Ziti, his teammates, in 4th spot. Derek Schilling has made a good recovery. He is in 5th, and Christopher Oliver, Mama's Man Boy, is in 6th. The lights are out. Pace car goes in. Once again, Timothy St. Jean likes that bottom line. He pushes up, makes sure they get a little bit of room from Nick Adams. They're door to door coming out of turn 3. They get a heck of a jump. Not a chance for Nick Adams to use that outside lane like last restart. Nick Adams will drop down to the bottom and solidify his 2nd spot. Blake Ziti is running high on the outside of his teammate there. He will clear him going into turn 3. John Gordon will drop in behind him. Battle we have to look at right now is for 5th. Christopher Oliver has it, but Derek Schilling wants it. They made a little bit of contact right there coming out of turn 1, I believe. Everybody was able to hold it straight. They were going still side by side, door to door in turn 1. There is nowhere for Derek to get. Oh, Christopher Oliver slides it. We have caution out on the track before. And so we have I have 2 different things. Let's see what happened to Mark Schilling here. Was this a crash? Looks like he did. He locked it up. Was able to keep going. But Christopher Oliver was not as lucky as that one. Christopher Oliver just pushing a little bit higher, just on the outside, a little bit too much gas, makes it go around. He smacks that inside wall, fires it back up, and takes it on off. Does he? He's just sitting there. There he goes. It gets it refired there. All right, we have Dave Wright was able to get that wave around right there. Get one of his laps back. All right, so Dave Wright is still 1 lap down. Carl Henderson is 3 laps down. So it's going to take a lot for him to get it back with only 24 laps to go there. He did a 2nd spin. Let's see here. We're underneath caution here. I don't know what that was. So, alrighty then. We got 23 laps to go. They're coming across the line here. Makes it 22 here in a second. We're rounding turn 3. They are now lined up door to door here. So we're going to go back green this time. It'll be 21 laps to go. Can we run 21 laps green? Please, let's run 21 laps green. All right. Ooh! Wreck. huge wreck at the beginning. Nick Adams spun the tires, turned them around, stacks up the field right there. Let's go back and look at that. We got quite a few people right there. They're involved. We're going to look at the blimp view on this one. This one's going to definitely deserving of the blimp view. Then we'll go to the cockpit view. Nick Adams just overzealous, just spins the tire right in front of the pasta man. Stacked up. Derek Schilling gets collected by Brendan Bernhardt. Christopher Oliver comes in and destroys Gary Winters there. Let's look at this mayhem once again. Let's move back to a different person. We'll look at Christopher Oliver here. He's a little bit further back. And we'll see everybody in the view here. He spins out, stacks everybody up. Brendan Bernhardt just barely taps. Derek Schilling gets him around. Round goes everybody. All right. We're back live. John Gordon has now made his way up to second spot. Third spot is Brendan Bernhardt. Fourth is Stephen Domney. Fifth is Joshua Mays. That's somebody we have not heard about from all season long, was Joshua Mays. He's kind of sitting in the back for most part for most of these races. He's one of the Endeavor guys. He's just hasn't had the luck. So he's sitting up there. Blake Ziti is running near him. Kevin Haas is running 8th. As of right now, we have 12 people. Finally got enough wave rounds, got everybody back on the lead lap. So we got 12 people, not everybody, but 12 people back on the lead lap. At one point, we were down to like 8 or 9. So Dave Wright was able to get his lap back there. Dave Wright will be back on the lead lap. So next up, if we can get 3 caution laps, that will put Carl Henderson back up and actually competing for spots, because right now, the highest he can get is 14th place. He doesn't want to use a drop week for this one. So lights are still on right now. Looks like that we're probably going to get 1 to go right here. Everybody's kind of lining up that way, so I'm going to assume that we're going to go 1 to go here. So when the field comes back around to green, we'll have 16 laps. Can we get a 16-lap shootout, guys? Come on. This is some short track racing. I wish I could pull up Denny Hamlin in the center and just saying this is just short track racing. Little gif out there in front of everybody, but I can't. But just imagine it's there. As Timothy St. Jean takes that bottom line, gets he spins his tires a little bit, but is able to control it. Gets going, gets a heck of a jump. He gets a 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 Carlins, maybe 5 coming out of the corner right there. We got Blake Ziti and Brendan Bernhardt fighting hard for second place. John Gordon is right there. We are under caution once again with 15 to go. All right, let's see what happened here. Mark Schilling goes around. Something happens with Derek. We're gonna have to look up high and see, get the blimp view here. See exactly what happens. I think everybody checked up and Derek just didn't check up quite enough right there and got in the back of Kevin Haas and spun him around. Around he went. So it looks like Carl Henderson will get one of his laps back right there. Just went around. One of the closed circuit racing guys. We got 3 of them tonight. We got Carl Henderson, Christopher Oliver, and Nick Adams. Their other teammate is celebrating his wife's birthday. So Josh Laston used this week as his drop week. So he is out tonight. If anybody wondering where the reigning overall season points for 2021, where he's at. He's out there celebrating his wife's birthday. We got some ugly looking cars out there. Some beating and banging. They definitely look like these cars look like the aftermath of a short track racing. Look at the front of that Impala SS right there of John Gordon's. So much damage on that. Look who's coming back in the frame after going and get his pit stops from when he was in second place. Stephen Dominy, he is in 5th spot. So, pace car's going to go out. Lights are off. We're going to have this time by. They will go green. They will go with a 10-lap shootout. I should stop saying this because I think I am jinxing everything. These guys are not going green. Sadly, this is where the aggression's going to pick up. We're coming down to that little bit of a shootout. So Timothy St. Jean is in 1st spot here, ready to go. He drops down. He hears engine fire right there. He takes off. Didn't get that much of a jump this time, though. The Pasta Man was ready for him. I think he might have gave him a bump there. They're involved. They are going around. Caution is out once again. We made it one corner. One corner. Oh, man. Let's go back to this little blimp view here. Blimp view. Rear chase view. All the views. Gives him just a little bit of tap, and it was just too much. Brendan Bernhardt got into him a little bit. So let's rewind that. Let's go on board of Blake Z's car here. Let's go on the nose. One more view. Well, I got plenty of time to waste here. Let's look at a few more views. Let's get a little bit more here. We'll go from the start finish here. That nose seen a thing or two right there. Alrighty, we've seen enough here. Let's go back live, where Brandon Bernhardt has taken back over the lead. We got Brandon Bernhardt, his teammate John Gordon, then Stephen Dominy, Joshua Mays, and Gary Winters round out the top 5. Christopher Oliver's in 6th. 7th is Kevin Haas. 8th is David Wright. Nick Adams is in 9th. 10th is Timothy St. Jean. And 11th is Blake Ziti. Carl Henderson is in 12th spot. He is, I think, 1 lap back. If we get another short caution, actually we would need maybe 2, because Carl Henderson will be put to the back of the field. We would need 2 back-to-back cautions, and Carl Henderson will be back up. We'll be able to actually take over some positions. Right now he's sitting in 12th spot, so he's moved up 2. The other people have went lap downs after a couple of these wrecks. Derek Schilling went a lap down, and I think Mark Schilling also went a lap down. So lights are off on the pace car. We're going to have a 4-lap shootout to the end. We have teammates. Will they work together on this restart, or will Brendan be silent on the radio and take off, leaving his teammates in the dust? Brandon Bernhardt gets a huge jump. John Gordon goes wide. Almost fishtails it, comes off turn 1. He able to hold on to it. Stephen Dominy, though, trying to capitalize on that mistake there on the restart. He's unable to. Gary Winters there in 4th. Christopher Oliver is able to make it up to 5th. Joshua Mays was not able to make that run. We are at 3 laps to go. John Gordon's holding on to the second spot. And we have a caution. Timothy St. Jean is running low going into turn 3. Clips the apron. And around she goes. Just be on that low line. You just can't put down too much power. And you're at the end and you're being super aggressive. So a little bit too much throttle input right there. Just sent that car right around. All right. Let's ride on board here with Carl Henderson. He's going to get this lap back most likely as they come right here. He should be the lucky dog going high. It should tell him. There he goes. He's going to go by the leader right there, and he will rejoin the lead lap. We'll have 12 cars on the lead lap as he does this. Let's see what everybody's tires are like. So right now, Brandon Bernhardt has 60 laps on his tires, whereas his teammate John Gordon has 77. Domini is sitting in third spot and only has 40 laps. Gary Winters is sitting in fourth with 19 laps, along with Christopher Oliver and Nick Adams. Joshua Mays has 128 laps on his. He has the oldest tires in the field right there on the top, 8. Kevin Haas only has 23 laps, so that's what we're looking right now is for tire strategy. Does Carl Henderson? Yes, he does. Carl Henderson will come into the pit road here. Go ahead and grab himself 4 fresh set of tires here. Why not? You got 3 laps to go. You're starting at the tail end of the field anyways. Being in Lucky Dog, because that's the rules of Lucky Dog, is you start all the way at the end. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we're about to have a green-white checker. So the pace car lights will go off on this one. We'll have our first green-white checker, I will say that. I'm going to jinx this, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're going to go our first green-white checker. Brandon Bernhardt will be the leader. He's going to choose the bottom lane. Let his teammate John Gordon have the top lane. Pace car is off there, door to door, lug nut to lug nut. Holy schmoly, this thing's about to end maybe. Brendan Bernhardt gets a good jump right there over John Gordon. Stephen Domini was able to get a good pace right there, sitting in third. Christopher Oliver's all over his back bumper though. He wants that third spot. John Gordon goes high. Stephen Domini goes down low. Saw some smoke back there, but no caution. They will get the white flag. We were going to finish this sucker. Stephen Domini's down low. Christopher Oliver's on his bumper. Gary Winters is high. Nick Adams is around. He will not finish on this one. He's able to turn it around. Gary Winters was hanging on the outside, but Braden Bernhardt will come home with another win here in season 3 at Concord Speedway. Last time we saw his burnout, he smacked the wall. Has he went out there and practiced it more since we made fun of him? We shall see. I think that was a congratulatory bump right there. He tapped the wall. This is a short little thing, but he's managing to get it. There, he doesn't want to make a mistake. Just go ahead. There you go. Hit the wall. Spin him out, buddy. Burn him down. All right, while he does that, I'll go ahead and run through the field, and then we'll pull him in. All righty. So we'll go ahead and run through the field right quick. Brandon Bernhardt's our winner. John Gordon comes on second. Third is Steve Dominy. Fourth is Christopher Oliver. Fifth is Gary Winters. Sixth is Joshua Mays. Seventh is Nick Adams. Eighth is Dave Wright. Ninth is Carl Henderson. 10th is Blake Zeedy. 11th is Timothy St. Jean. 12th is Kevin Haas. 13th is Mike Wazinski. 14th is the new guy, Mark Schilling. 15th is his son, Derek Schilling. 16th is Anthony Skrillo. 17th is Tom Stevens. 18th is Randy Pepper. 19th is Gene Watkinson. And that will do it for the tonight. Let's see if we can go ahead and bring up our race winner here. Let's go out there and find him. Hey, man. Brendan, this is Adam in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, you got me?
I got you, man. You were able to get back up there and pull it off, man. How were you able to bounce back and come back through the field like that?
Oh, yeah. That was, the spun there was tougher than I wanted that to be. But got some breaks with some wrecks in front of me, and most of the guys run me pretty clean, so made it a little bit easier.
I got you, man. Well, you're out there trying to prove something in this TNT series this season, man. You're trying to show them that you want to be the top dog in Endeavor.
Yeah. No, it's not as there's some faster guys that don't run this series, so helps a little bit. And then, Josh not here tonight, and Carl having his issues early, take some of the steep competition out. So I can't fuck up.
Alrighty, man. Hey, man, you put on a heck of a show. I mean, you were up there leading. You pitted, got into some accidents, and then, you were able to make it through. You were racing your teammate, John Gordon, there. So were you helping him at the end, or you were like, no, I'm not calling when I'm starting. This is team communications over with?
Yeah, side by side, we kind of, especially at the end there, we kind of just let it go. I was confident John could get a good enough restart that he could challenge me, which he did on that final restart there. He made it a really good race.
I got you. Yeah, it's always one of those things that when does the team communication stop and the competition start? So, you don't want your teammate beating you, but you don't want the competition beating your teammate. So it's one of those little double-edged swords.
Yeah, definitely. If he's behind me, there's probably some communication there, but outside of me, especially with him on the outside, you can get a massive run up there. I got around Gary earlier in the race on the outside there. And John's veteran enough that I know he's gonna do what he needs to do on the outside there. So I thought without the communication there, we would be fine.
I got you, man. I'm looking at your burnout right there on the front straightaway right there. It looks like a smiley face, man. Got the two eyes right there, and the mouth just kind of goes around the head there, just like a long-winded mouth. But you improved on your burnout. You kind of tapped the wall, and then you're like, screw it, I'm just going to go ahead and go front to the wall and burn the tires down. So, you still got a long ways to go with your victory burnouts, but I will give you that this is a narrow front straightaway.
Yeah, there's a little bit of improvement there. I didn't want to give you too much to laugh at this time.
I got you, man. Well, congratulations once again, man, and go enjoy it with your team. I'm about to bring up your teammate, John Gordon.
All right, sweet. Thank you. Thanks for broadcasting in. I'll make sure I go back and watch it.
You got any shout outs you want to give? I always forget to ask that whenever people come out there.
No, I mean, for the most part, tonight was pretty clean. So just, there's some issues, a lot of self spins though. So, shout out to the guys that were able to race clean out here, and John, in a second. That's he's had some rough patch here with some bad luck. So it was good to see him up front, him and Josh.
Yeah, we were surprised to see Josh up there. I mean, he's out there running, but he's kind of, a name that doesn't come up as much here up in the broadcast booth. But we're able to see him tonight, so it's good to see him up there running that good.
Yeah, he doesn't get to run as much with work, but if he could get some consistent racing in here, he'll be quick.
Sounds good, man. Well, have a good night. Go enjoy this victory.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
I don't know how I'm going to enjoy your victory, but okay, I'll do my best, man. All right. Hey, John, it's Adam in the booth. You get a copy.
Yeah, Adam, I got you.
How's it going, man? A rough night, but you bring home second.
Yeah, I was a tightrope walker with an elephant on my head there for a while. I had 2 strikes against me with the earlier self spin, so I was doing everything I could to keep her straight and not collect my 3rd one and get kicked out of the race.
Yeah, it's a tough track, man. Your throttle control is your friend and enemy all night long here. It looks like a lot of people, start to get a little bit aggressive and just put just too much throttle input there on corner exits and just around the go.
Yeah, and there's a couple strange bumps here and there in the track too that will just lift the car, and there's not a whole lot you can do to correct it once it gets off, because these cars just you do one thing and you try to catch it and it goes 180 degrees for you.
I guess, yeah. And once you hit one of these little phantom bumps, man, it upsets the car, and then definitely whenever any type of input on both the steering wheel and the throttle pedal will just make this car go violently places you don't want it to go.
Yeah, it's a challenging track, but it's fun when you get a good green flag run in. Of course, we had a couple. We had one new driver tonight, but that's a tough track to be new at in this league at. Even, at skill level.
Mark Schilling shows up tonight at Concord, which is, like you said, not the easiest track to come out. I think he probably should have waited till 1.5 miles or something like that. A little bit easier track to kind of navigate to get your bearings. But hey, I mean, for the most part, he did really good tonight. It's TNT series. It's the beginning one, and this is where he's at. Is making his debut here, and maybe later in the season he'll be a force to reckon with. It took Tim St. Jean. I know he's done a lot of online sim racing, but it took him a while to get his bearings back. And look at him now; he's up there running up front consistently every week.
Yeah, he just had to get the right level of Canadian coffee in to make sure he's holding a good line.
Yeah, him and his Canadian coffee.
Yeah, I love Tim. But yeah, it was a fun race. I honestly didn't expect to finish top 2, but I'll take it with Brandon winning. Teammates, everybody was doing great. Josh showed up. He got a pretty decent run out tonight after some early troubles and came back, I believe, 6th. So it was a good night for the team.
I got you, man. Well, good luck for the rest of the season, man. We look forward to seeing you next week here in the TNT series. I got to look and see where you guys are racing. You know where you're racing next week?
My memory has failed me, and that's the second thing to go.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Let me see right quick. Normally find.
I want to say Richmond, but I'm not sure.
Season 3, Richmond, 100 laps at Richmond. So that would have been a little bit better of a track to come in. It's still kind of tricky with throttle control.
It's a better track for the league. I think we've done that track before with these cars, and we had a pretty decent. I think we had almost basically a full green flag run out of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys got some tricky tracks. I don't even know what track would be the best for them. Because, I mean, that one always has that throttle control coming out of turn 4. You go to Charlotte, Roval after that, and then the Charlotte Oval. So you just, continue to do it. And then Martinsville. I think Charlotte Oval would be the best to come in if I had to choose a race to come into. But, Richmond's not too bad. It's definitely not a Concord.
No, definitely not. It's a good track. It's nice wide turns in there, and it's easy. It's an easier track than definitely Concord. Concord is a very challenging track with the banking and trying to get the cars set up right. And I was helping some of the guys in practice realize you can't be full throttle on at this track basically at all. It's 3/4 throttle and then ride the brake in, roll it, and then 3/4 throttle. Never get to full.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just takes a lot of time.
Good race. I would like to see longer green flag runs. We had a decent green flag run early in it, but the cautions breed cautions, and unfortunately, we had a lot of just repeat incidents. Had a couple guys just leave from just being frustrated, and I think we had one that 3 striked out. But yeah, we'll move on to next week, and Richmond should be a better race for us. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be looking forward to Richmond.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, you have a good night. We're going to try and see if Stephen Dominy is still out there. We're going to pull him up for the night.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you for the broadcast.
All right, man. Have a good one. All righty. Hey, Stephen. This is Adam in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Adam.
All right, man. I'm glad you hung around. I was getting finished up with everybody, and I'll bring you in. You had a great night here, man. Just want to thank you for coming out tonight and putting together a great race. You really had quite a few laps there. Got involved a little bit, and and when pitted, I didn't know if that was the right strategy. What was your call there for pitting? I think you were in second or third then.
Yeah, I thought I'd jump in when I was in second place. I felt I was a bit slower than other guys. Tires were a bit old, so thought I'd jump in. It didn't work out that well, but anyways, we would have had some more green flag laps. Might have changed the outcome a little bit.
I got you, man. Did you think you had anything for Brandon there at the end? If you could have got to him?
I don't know. Brandon's quick every week. I almost got around the 19, but I don't know if I would have had anything for Brandon or not. Like I say, he's pretty fast no matter where we go.
I got you, man. Hey, we didn't get to talk to you after I think Daytona, but man, I was excited watching you race up there, man. You were learning how to side draft every single body. You were able to make 1-car and 2-car runs. Just looked like you were blowing the doors off of them. I was really proud because I love short track racing, and to see, or not short track, but super speedway racing, to see people be able to know how to manipulate the air like that, it was outstanding to see, man.
Yeah, thanks. That was a fun race. I get caught up in a wreck later on in the race, and then I end up finishing in the back. So that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I got you, man. But we got you up in the booth, so I wanted to let you know, man. I love seeing that. So hopefully we'll be able to see that in the next super speedway we go to. But I think that's pretty far away. You got some challenging races coming up. You got Richmond, which is better than this one. Still not the most ideal track. It's still tricky with the throttle control. And then you got the Charlotte Roval right after that. So you guys' first road course of this third season.
Yeah, I kind of like short tracks, not so much the road courses. So we'll see how we do.
I got you, man. Well, congrats coming home tonight, third. Good points night for you. Led a couple of laps. I got bonus points for that. So overall, good night at the end of the night. So congrats, man.
All right, thanks. And thank you guys at the Ghostfire Media for broadcasting this stuff every week. You guys do an awesome job.
I got you, man. We appreciate it. We love doing this and coming out and trying to do this. Wish I had Larry in the booth, but we had some other stuff going on, so he was not able to make it tonight. So it's just me up here hanging out. I tried to get some volunteers. Blake Gordon said nobody wants to listen to him, and so apparently he didn't want to come up and hang out and enjoy an evening in the broadcast booth.
All right, man. Well, I hope I get an interview next week. Hope I'm up in the top 3 again.
Sounds good, man. You have a good night.
All right, you too. See ya.
Alrighty, that will conclude it. Tomorrow night we will have the podcast as usual. I know Randy and Josh Laston will be on the horn for that. Sunday we will be at Indy course, I believe. We'll be at the Indy Road course. So come out and watch that. Next Monday will be our debut at Ghostfire Media Fuel Racing League. So come out and see them. They're going to be at Daytona Super Speedway. They will be in the Xfinity cars. The first Xfinity race that we'll be broadcasting here at Ghostfire Media. I cannot wait for that. I love Super Speedway plate racing, as you can tell. It's going to be a great night. Me and Larry Patrick will be in the booth for that one. And then next Tuesday, we'll be off once again for IVRL. So that concludes our weekly event wrap-up of what you can expect out of Ghostfire Media. I am Adam Wood. Thanks for coming out and watching Ghostfire Media tonight, and have a good night.
The AOL.
You're watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.